new generation of manhwas come at us like ants on a wall. But who said we can't go back? Back a generation. Drama, regression, action. Pak Tae Jun's new rising star. Ulzzang Generation.
Out of eyes tryna put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer, yeah.
A mysterious regression manhwa that stars Changi the Park as the main character. With his mother dying at a young age and his father seemingly abandoning him, he's raised by his father's childhood friend in a rough and athletic environment. He's taught MMA by his uncle, and on his first day of school, he gets into a 10v1 fight and ends up absolutely dog-washing everyone. I mean, the guy's smacking one bitch with another bitch. This guy has like 2 people in each hand, and that's crazy. He gets called to the office, where he gets word of his father passing away. He's given his father's items like a Polaroid and a flip phone, and while on his way home, the phone rings in his hand and he answers it. Assuming for it to be a scammer, he cuts at the other side of the line and blinks. And all of a sudden, the world around him seemed to change. It's his world, but it isn't his. A world that's now full of tacky necklaces, questionable hairstyles, and even more questionable clothing. A familiar aesthetic. A familiar time. The time of Ulzzang. 6 chapters in and I already love this series. It starts off strong and keeps on going, even giving us the signature Tae Jun cliffhanger. And we all know how we feel about that. Rereading it again for this video was incredibly fun, and getting more insight on the series was even more so. The overlaps of new and old is something I don't ever think I'll ever get tired of, and the classic battle between technique and power is something I think will be constantly present in the series. This is evident in the first fight we see, where Changi uses an armbar and they accuse him of humping this guy's arm. This is probably the most unhinged joke I've seen Pak Tae Jun make, and it caught me so off guard, oh my god. He gets lifted up from the ground and gets absolutely smashed. I know that this is a bit early to say in the least, but I think that Ulzzang Generation has the potential to overthrow Lookism.
What did he say?
Now, before you point your torches and pitchforks at me, hear me out. Ulzzang Generation has been revolutionary from the start. Having an already OP main character is not something we see in PTJ comics very often, and having an established rivalry 2 chapters in shows how quick-paced this series is actually gonna be. It definitely goes in much deeper, so the relationship between these two isn't like normal series. Having read multiple PTJ series, regression was something I've only seen in my life as a loser, but the difference lies in how the supernaturally just fucking dies and leaves Changi in the past. But he doesn't do it without a guide, of course, but I'll let you get to that yourself. Sporting a similar art style to my life as a loser gives it a sense of familiarity, and knowing PTJ, this will probably be a part of the PTJ universe, which only adds to the hype. And now the power scaling. Power scaling is quite an important activity in the Lookism community, and with 2 characters already showing Lookism level strengths, speed, and reaction time, Ulzzang Generation will definitely make its way into being a well-debated media later in time. This series could also be a great opportunity for PTJ to introduce or explain the first generation of Lookism, which is roughly around the same era. Putting all this together made me conclude that Ulzzang Generation has the potential to be a superstar in the manhwa world. But what do you think? Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.